Beyond his work on custom automobiles, Ian Roussel is a multi-talented individual. His talent and determination allow him to transform wild concepts into breathtaking masterpieces. The extraordinary things he can create from discarded materials and the unique automobiles he builds have made him a folk hero in the realm of custom cars. Thanks to Full Custom Garage, he has been able to spread that enchantment to people everywhere. Ripping engines and flashy chrome aren't the only parts of Ian's story, though. A terrible tragedy changed everything, but few people know about it. Who was that unstoppable man? What became of him? In what ways was his life and work impacted by this tragic event? Hold on tight as we spill the beans on the horrific incident that rocked Full Custom Garage's fame. If you enjoy building your own cars, you're probably already familiar with Ian Roussel's name. One of the biggest names in the industry, his custom rides are in high demand. His talents not only brought him fame, but they also landed him a TV show, Full Custom Garage, where viewers witnessed the transformation of his customers' wildest automotive dreams. Ian was born on November 19, 1970. Sunland, California, a peaceful rural community in Southern California, was his childhood home. He had an enduring fondness for automobiles and was the sole offspring of the Rousell family. Because his dad was such a gearhead and was always tinkering with engines and tools, Ian inherited his passion for both. Ian quickly became more than just fascinated by cars. After spending so much time under their hoods with his dad, how things functioned, how to mend them, and how to disassemble and reassemble them were all things he was curious about. His idea of creating one-of-a-kind rides out of his own hands didn't take long to form. Handiwork had always been his favorite pastime. Despite his dislike of school, his parents never prevented him from pursuing his interests. They knew his passion for cars, so they gave him free rein. He created his first substantial work at the tender age of 14. Outside, his grandma's old Volkswagen sat, collecting dust. If he could get it running again, she said he could have it. He felt compelled to do it after that. Back then, though, Ian's interests extended beyond automobiles. In addition to playing football and baseball on teams, he spent hours each day at the gym working to maintain his fitness level. During his time at West Valley High School, he excelled in athletics and graduated in 1989. But he had already blazed a trail. He was headed in the right direction. Ian Rousell did not continue his education after high school in Southern California. Immediately, he prepared to enter the real world and build cars according to his own unique style. When he could be creatively constructing one-of-a-kind metal rides and giving them life through his hands, he hated being in class. He started working for industry heavyweights Boyd Coddington, Chip Foose, and Jesse James in the late 80s. Along with his day job at other people's shops, he built and entered his own cars in major car shows to prove he could hold his own. These shows included SEMA, the Grand National Roadster Show, and the LA Roadster Show. Back in 1992, he was all set to strike out on his own. With the support of his loved ones, he opened a one-of-a-kind auto shop in Southern California. At the tender age of 22, he had already achieved fame thanks to his one-of-a-kind rides and an attempt at carport construction. As he took on more and more projects, his insane skill level became more apparent. The year 2005 was a watershed moment after that. His rat rod, which he constructed for a Las Vegas car show program, garnered him more attention. As his fame grew, people began to seek him out for unique builds that no one else could complete. He was the sole individual capable of transforming a dilapidated vehicle into a shiny new ride. Even Caddis ranked him among the top 10 automakers in the nation. However, TV showed off Ian's abilities, so they didn't remain confined to the shed. His lack of preparation for a career in film or television is intriguing. Someone requested that he create a DVD showcasing his builds in 2003. Full Custom Garage was made possible by a series of events that began with that one request. Fans of fast cars have adored Full Custom Garage ever since its release on March 28, 2014. Ian creates a one-of-a-kind ride based on the customer's specifications. The audience watches as Ian does this in real time on the show. On MAV TV, a channel dedicated solely to racing and custom builds, you can watch the show. In the heart of Los Angeles, California, you'll find Full Custom Garage. The City of Angels is more than just a setting. It plays a significant role in the plot thanks to its vibrant nightlife, crazy car culture, and boundless energy. Full Custom Garage could really flourish here. The city has also appeared in numerous well-known films and television series, including Friends, La La Land, Clueless, and The Big Bang Theory. The city where these movies and TV shows were filmed is also where Ian creates his custom works. Full Custom Garage has been a hit with viewers ever since it premiered on Motor Trend TV. The show is unique among custom car shows because it combines talent, creativity, and wild ideas. Not content to merely restore vintage vehicles, Ian Roussel transforms everyday automobiles into mobile works of art. Observing his work is like peering into the automotive industry from a completely new perspective. Each of his projects expands our understanding of what a car is capable of. From the initial idea to the shocking conclusion, the show covers Ian's creative process in great depth. One remarkable thing about him is that he doesn't merely sketch designs, he brings them to life after seeing them fully formed in his imagination. On display are his sketches and three-dimensional models, which trace the evolution of an idea from its conceptual stage all the way to its finished, one-of-a-kind form. However, there's more to it than meets the eye. When it comes to engineering, Ian is an expert. Every part of every ride is familiar to him, down to the last screw and bolt. His vehicles are amazing because he always manages to combine form and function in the best way possible. Full Custom Garage is a place where you can get things done. Whether it's finding a specific part, solving a problem, or inventing a new way to make metal, Ian's projects are never the same. However, that is the part that is enjoyable. For those who enjoy cars or simply enjoy watching a master at work, his ability to quickly change his mind, come up with new ideas, and act is inspiring. Plus, he's not the only one. Ian is fortunate to have a talented team of engineers, designers, and artisans on staff. Everyone contributes something unique to the team. Their collaboration is central to the plot. All you see is a group of brilliant individuals encouraging one another to achieve great things. There is no staged drama. Their ability to articulate their ideas, experiment with novel approaches, and construct truly unique creations is undeniable evidence of their creativity. What gives the show its soul are the stories behind the cars. Many of these creations serve a purpose beyond mere aesthetics. They hold personal significance for their owners. There are some that have been in the family for decades, and then there are the ones that are simply your ideal vehicle. Seeing the client's expression of complete happiness at the end makes it all worthwhile. It demonstrates that there is more to custom car building than meets the eye. It is a process that involves love, memories, and the realization of dreams. Each episode begins with Ian giving a rundown of the project, dissecting the client's concept, and outlining the upcoming events. From custom hot rods to futuristic concept cars to one-of-a-kind motorcycles, he pours his heart and soul into every creation. As soon as they do, the show walks them through the entire process, from brainstorming to measuring to cutting to welding. This gives the audience a glimpse into the process of turning these concepts into a reality. The machinery and technology they employ are equally impressive. Computer numerical control milling, three-dimensional printing, sophisticated metal shaping, and so on. Ian is continuously seeking for new ways to advance the craft by combining old and new skills. This proves, as the show progresses, that this is no ordinary garage job, but rather expert custom fabrication. The series follows the ups and downs of a different build in each episode. We get a better look at the insane amount of effort that goes into these handmade cars, and the stories keep things interesting. Ian has worked on a wide variety of bizarre projects, including a rat rod truck, a classic surf wagon, a sci-fi bubble top ride, and a silly hot rod. Because each one is unique, their fans simply cannot get enough of them. The Full Custom Garage episode in which Ian and Shannon A stand out as a top pick. Oh, create an original motorbike. The finished product was more than the sum of its parts. It was an artistic expression, a one-of-a-kind synthesis of engineering and creativity. The project as a whole showcased Ian's exceptional work. Whenever he works on anything, he always ends up with something completely new. Motorbikes and cars aren't his only creations. I can always count on Ian to get his hands filthy while he works on a build. It's the time when all his wild fantasies can be realized. Full Custom Garage specializes in making vehicles that resemble works of art into functional transportation. He is challenged in new and varied ways by each job and episode. Space Junkie 2 is yours to have. Zero, for instance. That all-metal masterwork finally came to life in 2016's third season. Following that, in 2020, it will be up for auction at the Barrett-Jackson sale in Scottsdale, Arizona. It looks like something out of a science fiction film. It resembles those vintage bubble-top automobiles from the 60s. Front wheels are smaller and more bicycle-like, while rear wheels are larger and more reminiscent of dragsters. Because it has its engine exposed, the vehicle gives off an aggressive vibe, similar to that of a predator without its mask. The large fin atop the bubble adds to its otherworldly appearance. Even though it's against the rules, Space Junkie 2 can be driven on roads. Zero is an operational machine. It comes with a 3-speed automatic transmission and an 8-cylinder engine with 350 cubic inches of displacement. They didn't reveal its horsepower, but let's be honest, its purpose was not utility but attention-getting. It looks like a spacecraft from another planet, the kind of vehicle that would be more at home exploring Mars than cruising down the interstate. This is the kind of vehicle that Elon Musk could use to reach his Martian colony, if that ever happens. A state-of-the-art electric drive system might power it instead of conventional gasoline. Following Full Custom Garage, Ian shows no signs of slowing down. In the off-season, he is always hard at work on something new. He began restoring a 1968 Volkswagen in June 2023, and it is one of his most ambitious projects so far. Seeing how he transforms a regular car into something spectacular has piqued the interest of his fans. Irregular designs are Ian's cup of tea. He is an expert at designing eye-catching vehicles, such as futuristic hot rods, experimental scooters, or ones with groundbreaking concepts. While his work may not be to everyone's taste, no one can dispute his skill. Using metal, his imagination, and his technical expertise, he creates machines that make an indelible impression. Contrary to many television personalities who depend on acting, Roussel remains focused on his talent. His work is daring, imaginative, and an ode to authentic automotive artistry. He is uninterested in tricks or false drama. It's ironic that, unlike most builders, Ian isn't completely obsessed with cars. For him, it is irrelevant whether it is the brand name or the horsepower. It's all about his wild metalworking fantasies and the art of metal bending. His specialty is car sculptures. He finds great joy in understanding the inner workings of a design and in assembling seemingly disparate elements into something completely new and magical. Once he's finished, he releases them. Ian, in contrast to some creators, does not retain his finest work. After he finishes making them, he releases them into the universe. Japan, Germany, and the Netherlands are just a few of the countries that have received his automobiles. His creations are carefully packaged and shipped from Long Beach to those who were captivated by his work on Full Custom Garage and simply had to have one. For many, the authenticity of Full Custom Garage is the deciding factor in continuing to use the program. Reality shows like Ian's are refreshingly honest, in contrast to the many that feature staged confrontations and drama. The challenges, triumphs, and sheer amount of labor that goes into making these tools functional are what it's all about. People keep coming back because Ian clearly enjoys performing in each show. From retro muscle cars to cutting-edge concept cars, Full Custom Garage has showcased it all. Every one of them has its own unique backstory and challenges. Repeatedly, Ian has proven that he is capable of more than just building automobiles. Fixing cars is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this art form. He challenges conventional wisdom about automobile design. Every episode feels like a jubilation of creativity and craftsmanship because viewers get a close look at Ian's creative process. Beyond being entertaining, the show has inspired a new generation to build their own automobiles. With Ian's unending willingness to share what he has learned, Full Custom Garage transcends being merely a television show. It has evolved into a resource for those interested in learning how to construct their own unique automobiles. Not only does the show feature amazing automobiles, but it also teaches practical skills by demonstrating in great detail how to construct things, solve problems creatively, and more. A lot of people learn about the hobby of hand-built cars from Ian. Aside from his technical expertise, he has assisted countless automobile enthusiasts and encouraged them to pursue personal creative endeavors. There are a lot of ways besides Full Custom Garage that Ian has reached more people. In 2018, his other shows, Lead Sleds and Custom Cars, were made available to watch on Amazon Prime Video. Afterwards, he launched his very own YouTube channel, Full Custom Ian, in early 2023. He updates his fans on his daily activities, such as editing cars, putting together projects, and simply enjoying life on it. Currently, Ian runs his own business, Roussel's Custom Fabricating. He works out of a garage in Sun Valley, California, creating custom automobiles and restoring old ones. He rarely sees his wife in public, but she is the one who keeps the company running smoothly behind the scenes. Ian not only produces all of his own work, but he also sells merchandise, like t-shirts, caps, stickers, and DVDs. On his website, he shares updates about his new projects, along with photos and videos. In 2022 and 2023, Ian's net worth varied between $1 million and $3 million, according to various sources. This demonstrates his level of success. His custom builds, TV show, and ever-increasing internet profile have allowed him to make a comfortable living doing what he loves. It would appear that Ian Roussel has no plans to slow down in the realm of custom car building anytime soon. He continues to make monumental dreams a reality, and he has a reputation for fearlessly pushing creative boundaries. His unwavering commitment to innovation ensures that his work remains revolutionary.
So you're either a total nut for cars, or you simply appreciate quality work. In that case, you would benefit from reading Ian's story. Because of his commitment to his work, he is able to accomplish the seemingly impossible. You just want to do more when you're driven like that.